Hi, Kayla and I wanted to make a video to explain how to take pictures and upload them into the Find a Grave website. We thought this would be helpful to anybody who is just starting out doing it for perhaps the first time. So to get to this point, you have to have pictures, which you could have if you took the pictures yourself with your camera and then you put them on your computer. Or you may get the pictures from somebody else who took them and they could give them to you on a flash drive, which is the case here. So Rebecca Shaw is the family history consultant, and she gave us a flash drive with about 25 pictures on it, and we're going to show how to upload a picture into the Find a Grave website. So we'll take the flash drive, we'll put it in the computer. My lovely assistant will do that. Okay, I'm her assistant, by the way. So there's Kayla. So Kayla, what do we do now? We just put the flash drive in.
All right. Sometimes your computer will pop up and say, "Hey, there's something new in," but ours isn't going to do that right now. So we find it under devices. It's called Untitled here.
So go to like this Explorer on Windows or the Finder. So.
And this is our file that we want. We want New Pine Grove Cemetery. That's the name of the cemetery that these pictures were taken at.
Okay. So open it up, and I can just do a different view here and show which one it is, right?
This is our favorite view because you can see the headstone and the name of the picture. Someone's gone through and renamed these pictures. Usually when they come straight off their camera, they come in with organized in numbers, but somebody has renamed these with their names, with the headstone names.
So now we've got the pictures here. So now we got to go and log into the Find a Grave website. That's the next step. So open up Safari or Internet Explorer or Google Chrome, whatever you want to use, and go to findagrave.com. Then you want to log in. I was already logged in, but I'll log out and just show you the password. So you sign in. The username is bareka3@hotmail.com, and that's just the one that the whole Waterbury Ward's using. And the password is cemetery. So you just enter that in. Log in.
Oh, you must have spelled it wrong.
I spelled it wrong. I don't know how to spell cemetery.
It's with the E-R-Y.
Ooh, is that how you spell it?
Yeah.
E-T-E-R-Y? Success.
Yes.
All right. So now we want to find the cemetery, and you saw here it was the Old Pine Grove Cemetery. You would either know that ahead of time, or you would just look in the file. So New Pine Grove Cemetery. So go here where it says search for cemetery. Click on that. Type in the name.
You might not need cemetery.
Okay. And then you want to select the state, the
country first. United States. There we go.
Okay.
Connecticut.
County. That was in New Haven County. So I'll search for it. Great, it found it. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and open this up, and this is the main page that you'll use, where you'll search for to see if it's already been entered in, and if it hasn't, then we'll go ahead and add it in. So let's look at the first one. So I'll put this actually over our picture. You need to see us for a minute. You can open up the New Pine Grove Cemetery folder, and you can look through these and decide where you're going to start. Let's go ahead and start with this one. There's a little bit of a problem because it's upside down. So how do you take care of that, Kayla?
We are going to double click on it.
Okay.
I hope this works the same on your Windows computers, though.
I think it does, yeah.
So we have this little nifty arrow here that's a rotate arrow. So he's going to hit it twice, and now we're right side up. And then we'll save this as this way. So file, save.
Save, got it. All right, that's done.
See, flipped right around. Okay, we can close this out.
Okay.
So we're going to first search to see if anybody else has already added Edward L. Armstrong into Find a Grave.
Okay, so I'll just type it in here. All right. And look through here, nobody has. So we can go ahead and add this in as a new one.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to go back. I just hit the back arrow to go back to the screen. I'm going to go to add a name to the cemetery. And I'm just going to put the information that I see there. So first name, Edward. Middle initial, Armstrong. I'm making sure I spell it right. I'm doing exactly what it says on the headstone. If it was a woman and she had a maiden name, there's a parent that was a maiden name, you can put the maiden name here. For the birthday and the death date, put whatever information they have. If it's just a year, then just put the year. But if it's got the month and day like there, then go ahead and put both in. So this one's June 17th, 1920 to December 22nd, 1955.
You only have 20 right there. Careful. Mistake. December 22nd. You have 20.
Oh,
December 20.
that's a good catch.
Yeah.
As I was testing everybody.
He was moving so quickly between boxes by pushing his tab button. That's a little quick tip for you.
Yeah, don't move too quick and make a mistake. So then they have a bio button here. So this is where you could put if they were like a corporal in the army or a lieutenant, if they were World War I or World War II, and it would say, if it said that on the headstone, you could put it here. So it doesn't say any of that here. It doesn't say father, brother, anything else. So we're just going to put that information in and proceed to step 2.
The reason we put it in at that point is so that people doing genealogy don't necessarily have to click on a picture to get the information. We're taking the information from the headstone and inputting it into the proper categories in Find a Grave.
Okay. All right. So now we want to view the memorial we just created, because we still have one more thing to do. We put their name in, which is great, and they're listed in that cemetery now. They're there, but now we want to put a picture of the headstone. So you
Double
click,
proof, 2 witnesses.
yeah, exactly. So we'll go to add a photo for this person and go choose file, and we've got to navigate to this device here. Same thing we did before. And find it. There's basically just 2 windows open, and you want to find the same file, Edward Armstrong. Now these are named as the name of the person because somebody went to the effort and did that. Often it's just the number of the photo. So you would just go to that same number of the photo and click on it and add it. So here I found it. Add this photo. And it waits. You have to wait a minute, but if you want to do faster, you can open up multiple windows, and especially if your internet connection is taking a while to upload. So then, you can look at your photo here and make sure that it's not upside down. If it's upside down, you would need to go back to your Finder here and turn the photo over like we did, and then save it. So we're going to add this photo and caption since it's good. And we basically just added somebody with the picture of their headstone.
Yep.
That was essentially the whole task. Someone took the picture of the cemetery, then they gave it to you. You put the information in the computer into Find a Grave, and then you added the photo. And so Edward Armstrong's family member can now search and see his headstone, even though they may be thousands of miles away. So if he has multiple headstones, like if there's a family headstone, say there's a large headstone that just says Armstrong on it, you could add that in as a second photo. So you just hit this again and add another photo.
Yeah.
Sometimes you also have headstones one headstone will be for multiple people. And so then you'll use that same photo for doing however many people are on the headstones.
Those are usually shared by husband and wife. And if you go over here to your Link Family Members tab, and you can add parents of a person or their spouse.
Mm-hmm.
You add these names by finding their Find a Grave memorial number, and that is located here. The easiest way to copy and paste them is to select it with a left click and of your mouse, and then a right click with your mouse, and go down here to copy. Then when you have, say, Edward's wife was named Lucy, if you had Lucy as a grave, you could go to hers and add a link to a family member, and here you'll be able to put a spouse in here, and you could paste this number in here. Okay, but since this is not exactly what we're doing.
Yeah, we're not going to save those changes because they're not married. But you're really just going to that Link Family Members and putting in the number, the Find a Grave memorial number of whichever of their family members. You would know that because the headstone says that they're married, or that one's a father, one's a son. that kind of thing.
Don't get too hung up on that though. That can get sometimes hard to distinguish. But if it's clear to you, I don't see the trouble in just quickly linking them. We have the information there. Let's get it available to people.
Yeah.
So from here, we're ready to we're ready to start again.
Yeah, so you can, to get back to the same screen where we were before, you can just click on New Pine Grove Cemetery, and then you're ready to do another one. So now you can move on to the next one. You want to be careful though, because you want to keep this organized, especially if you have, it's 1,000 pictures in there. You'll get lost if you don't keep these organized well. And so you'll see that we have 2 folders here. One is the completed folder, one's the can't read folder. Completed are the ones that we've done, so we just did Edward Armstrong, so let's drag him down and we'll drop him in the completed folder. And then if you have any that you can't read the headstone, you could put those in a different folder named can't read. And this is just something we titled. And that way you can go back to the cemetery later, or somebody else can, and find the headstone and get the right information off the headstone. So now moving on to another one, Alan Bailey. You can go here again, and you just search and see if they're in here. You can see there's an Alan Bailey. There's not. So you back arrow back and add a name to the cemetery just like you did before, and follow the same steps. Now, Kayla and I have done some of these.
Me more.
Kayla's done more than I have, and we've had a great time doing it.
Yeah.
So, good luck.
Just a little bit at a time, and it makes a difference. 5 a day, 10 a day, few minutes.
Enjoy. Bye.